Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. I hope you all are doing really good. Hi Nilesh, how are you? Yeah, so what we have done, because NABARD Grade A 2021 Phase 2 is near, right? It's on 16th of November. So what we have done, we have come up with this new series that is known as 5 p.m. revision series. This is especially for Phase 2 of NABARD Grade A 2021. And herein we are going to cover all the current affairs from different sections that are being asked. It would be important for your revision to check your level of preparation, right? Apart from that, if you're preparing for next year, right, you can have some idea that what kind of questions are asked in phase 2 and what topics you need to cover when you're preparing for NABARD grade A examination in future, right? So today we have ARD important reports. Tomorrow we'll have ARD. Here ARD is agriculture and rural development, right? So today we are going to cover important reports that are related to agriculture and rural development. Tomorrow we'll go for ARD current affairs. Then we have different for ESI. We have for schemes we have different session, and then for current affairs everything will be covered. Ritika ma'am would also take your sessions. Gurkirat sir would also take your sessions, and other faculty would be with you for your next phase. So let's start. But yes, before that, to our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide on YouTube. And please note that the PDF, there is a difference of 24 hours between the lecture and the PDF that is being provided in the Telegram channel. So do keep in mind that difference. And if still you did not get PDF, then please comment down below. We'll provide you at the very instant. Right, and currently we are offering 40% plus 10% off on all our courses on the occasion of Diwali. So do avail this offer. Do not miss the opportunity. And to avail this offer, you have to use the code Diwali, and it is valid till 5th of November 2021. Right, so let's start with the question. And the first question, it says, which of the following is or are matched correctly regarding holding type and the size of land according to Agri Census 2015-16? See, if ever in examination or in any revision series you find this data that is not at current of the current year, it is because it is the latest that data that is available. So basically, agri census, it happened in 2516. That is the latest. After that, we do not have. That is why you find this particular year mentioned over here. So do tell me what is the answer to this. All right. So the correct answer to this is Nilesh is the first one to say E. That is all of the above. Then Akhil says E. Supriya says all, and Satakshi also says E. And hi Naveen. Hi Supriya. How are you? I was not able to see your comments before. I hope you all are doing good and preparing well for the examination. Yes, the correct answer to this is all of the above. And see, this is basically this categorization has been done according to the Agri Census of 2015-16, which says for marginal farmers or the marginal land holding, whoever farmer who has a land holding of size 1 hectare or less, he would be considered marginal. Small would be 1 to 2 hectare. Then semi-medium would be which would range from 2 to 4 hectare. For medium, your size of the land should lie between 4 to 10 hectares, and to be known as the large holding type farmers of the land, the size should be above 10 hectares. So this is the categorization done by the agri while working for the agri census, right? So this is all about it. And every year in phase 1, you must have also seen question from this is always come. Next now is question number 2, which says, which of the following survey is also being carried out along with agriculture census? So there is also one survey that is carried along with agriculture census in every 5 years. Okay, and that particular survey is for what? It is for it is to collect information of various inputs that are used in agriculture. For example, fertilizers, manures, agriculture credit. Credit is basically money, right? implements, machinery, seeds, livestock. Okay, so there is one more survey that is conducted along with the agriculture census, a question from which we have just done. And this particular survey is responsible for what? It is responsible for the collection of data of various inputs, that are used in agriculture, be it fertilizer, manure, and everything. So Nilesh says B, first one to comment, then Akhil also says B, Satakshi also says B, alright. And then rest everyone, they come up with B. And yes, input survey is the correct answer. This particular survey, it is carried along with that, so that to have a better input for the agriculture census, that is why this separate survey is always done. Whenever agriculture census is done, it is also done, alright. Next comes question number 3, which says according to budget 21-22, which amount of fund has been paid to farmers wheat MSP in financial year 21. So this is talking about financial year 21, that is the current, right? Because for NABARD, this 21 NABARD, because it is in November, this budget would go, but recently when new budget would be announced or estimates, then this would not be valid. But for now, Nilesh, he says C, right? Then Akhil also says C, and then Naveen, he comes up and he also says C. So these are the top 3 comments that are for this, and yes, all are correct. Okay, so 75,000 crore, this is the correct answer. That is this particular amount, it has to be paid to farmers on wheat MSP when we're talking about financial year 21. Okay, so this was the assigned allocated budget. Next is question number 4, which says according to the economic survey. See, even if you are not preparing for this year, you're going for next year, you just want to have an idea, just look at what reports, which reports are important for ARD preparation. Here we have already covered agri census. For now, budgets are also important, and then now we are also covering economic survey 2020, then 2021, and this particular, it is important for ESI also. It says what is the estimated growth rate of agriculture. See, every survey, they would have their own framework for the estimation, and estimation is just a guess depending on the whatever criteria that particular survey follow. Here it is talking about economic survey, and Supriya comes up first to say that answer of 4 is E. Then comes Nilesh, who says E, and Swati also says E. So these are the top 3 comments, and yes, 3.4 is the correct answer for this. So this particular 3.4 growth rate of 2020-2021 is according to the economic survey, right? So that is 3.4. So here are other information also that you can find in the PDF for additional information, but the thing that we want that is important is 3.4 here. Next is according to the economic survey, one more question from this. Under the National Food Security Act, the central government provides rice and wheat at subsidized rate. Okay, so we know government, it gives subsidies for rice and wheat, which is also called CIP. Okay, so this particular thing, this particular measure in which government, it provides subsidy for rice and wheat, it is called CIP. So you have to tell what is the full form of this CIP, all right? So Nilesh, he comes up 5, he says 5, fifth one is E, then Supriya comes with E. Okay, and then Akhil says central issue price, right? The correct answer is central issue price only. Okay, so this was mentioned in economics. So basically what happens, sometimes this full form, it is also very important, right, both for phase 1 and phase 2. So here this was about economic survey in which some data of this must have been given. So here we're talking about CIP. Okay, and whatever difference there is between CIP, that is centrally issued price, and market price, when we subtract that, we get to know about what is the food subsidy that has been provided in that particular year. Next comes question number 6, which says according to economic survey 2020-2021, the credit growth to agriculture and allied activities has accelerated to what percent in October 2020. So here credit growth is what? It is the money. Credit basically means money, okay, that amount. So Satakshi is the first one to say E. That is okay. So she said for 5th. We are in question number 6. Let's see who is the first one to say. Akhil is the first one to write option C, while Nilesh says option B. Okay, so we'll wait for one more comment. Who is the third one to comment? Third fastest student to comment on this, and they'll move ahead with the answer. but I don't think anyone is answering for now. So let's just come up with the answer, and the answer is option number C, that is 7.4. Okay, so yeah, so basically, according to economic survey, what is how much credit growth means money that has been utilized in agriculture and activity, means all the activities that are related to agriculture. So it is 7.4 that has been increased, right? So this was still this. It has accelerated to 7.4% in 2020 from 7.51%. That is in, so in October 2019 it was 7.1%, and now it has been accelerated to 7.4%. See, it's an advice for whoever who are preparing for NABARD phase 2. See, although we are preparing, we are doing this particular revision for objective, but do keep in mind these answer, and you can also even read this extra information that has been given. For example, that is it has increased from 7.1 to 7.4. Why? Because you can use these data in your descriptive writing. Even if some question it came about what are the improvements that have been done in agriculture, or about the growth of agriculture, you can add this data, that what increment has been done, or if there is decline. There is one question in previous one of the previous question in that, in one explanation that was about GVA. Okay, I'll even show you also. There was one question about that has been decline from 18.3 to 17.8. So why I have added this? See, we are doing this revision from the objective perspective, but the additional information that I have given in the answer explanation, that is because so that you can use that in your examination also while preparing for descriptive. So do not forget everything. Okay, now we'll come up with question number 7, which says, according to economic survey 2020-2021, again we are coming with, we are first covering all the economic survey questions. The fish production has reached an all-time high of dash metric tons during 2019-20. Okay, so according to economic survey, you have to tell me that how much production of fish that we have done in 2019-20. All right, comment down fast. Okay, so Nilesh is the first one to comment option number C. Let's wait for other people as well. At least 2 comments. Then Supriya comes up. She says 7C. Waiting for one more comment before I answer. I'll give you the answer. Come on, you have to be fast when you're preparing for any competitive examination. Okay, so as no one is writing down till now, I'll come up with the answer. The answer is option number C only, that is 14.16 million metric tons. So this is the fish production that we have done, and it has reached an all-time high. Means for now it is the highest that we have produced during 2019 and 20. Next, we come up with question number 8, which is, according to the 20th livestock census. Livestock census are also important. It is a part of agriculture, right? Which state has shown the highest percentage increase in livestock production? Here we are not talking about the state which has maximum population. Here we are talking about that which state has the maximum highest increase. Whatever it had before, it has increased in percentage a significant number, right, over previous census. So if we compare for the previous census, that is for 2012, you have to tell me what is the answer for that. Okay, so Akhil is the first one to comment West Bengal. Then comes Nilesh, who says A, that is West Bengal. And then third is Supriya, who says A. And yes, the correct answer is West Bengal only. See, look at the comment. What is it? Okay, so West Bengal, it has 37.5 million livestock population that has been recorded in 2019 census. Earlier in 2012, what was the population? It was 30.7 million, sorry, and this time it is 37.5, and there has been increase of 23.51% that has been seen in the variation of the cattle. See, this is important in the sense this percentage has increased. Maybe other state also had increment, but the maximum increment it was observed in West Bengal. Okay, now let's come to question number 10, which says, according to the NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey, that is the NAFIS survey. Again, do look at it, which reports we are covering. In our course, we have all the reports covered, and that too in a we have covered all the highlights. So basically 200 300 page report we have covered in 20 25 or maybe 30 pages, right? So whoever are students of course, do go through them once, because NABARD they ask it, and with descriptive it is very important now. All right, so for NAFIS 2016-17, so this particular survey it was done last in 16-17 only. How much percentage of agriculture household have possessed land size of 2 hectares of below? So you have to tell me people who are working, people or the household, those who are related to agriculture, how many of them have land size of either 2 hectare or below that? Okay, so Akhil is the first one to say 86. And then comes Nilesh who says B, then Swati says C, Supriya says C. The correct answer is B, that is 87%. Okay, so 87% of agriculture household they have land size of 2 hectare of below. Isn't it sad? Huh? Next comes question number 11, which says according to the annual report of CETO, annual report of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, they are also very important. What is the net area sown when compared to the total geographical area? Okay, so according to this report, annual means once in a year, of Ministry in Agriculture, you have to tell me that what is the net sown area when compared to the total. So when compared to the total geographical area means whatever the area of total geography, whatever be the total geographical area of India, to that comparison what is the net sown area here. So okay, what you do also, you write down the question number as well, because sometimes I get confused that have you answered to the previous one or this one. I don't know, Sitakshi says C is, I don't know it was of previous or this one, but Nilesh he says 11th B, and then Akhilesh says 43, Supriya says 11B. Yeah, so the correct answer to this is option number B, that is 43%. So what does it? Okay, so if we go for the land use statistics data, that is of 2014-15, the total geographical area for now in India it is 328.7 million. Okay, and in this particular, this is the total geographical area of India, and out of it 140.1 million hectare is reported to be net sown area. Okay, and 198 is gross cropped area. Okay, so basically if I go with one line, that what is the difference between net sown area and gross cropped area, it is basically net sown area, it is whatever crop that you have grown in a year. Okay, that is the net sown area, while gross cropped area it is how many times, even if you have multiple times you have used that particular land for growing a particular crop, every time in every cycle of that particular crop or the different crops that you are growing, you will count that land again and again. So you will in gross cropped area you uh, count the land multiple times, while in net zone area you just count the land only once, be it how many times you have cultivated various crops. Okay, and crop intensity of 142%, that is, these small terms, these are very important, especially these are in fact important from IBPS AFO point of view also. Okay, so do not skip this. These are important for all the examination, agriculture examination you are appearing for, and you comment down below and tell me what is cropping intensity. All right, next comes the net sown area sown works out to 43% of total geographical area. Okay, so when we compare the net sown area to the total geographical area, it comes out to be 43%, and the net irrigated area is 68.4 million hectares. Okay, these all data, they are very important for any agriculture examination you are appearing for. Do remember this. Next comes, as per the Department of Fishery, Ministries of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, that is the Handbook of Fishery Statistics 2020, what is the total fish production in India for 2019-20 in million metric tons? Okay, so this particular data, it has been provided by Fisheries, this Department of Fishery Ministry, okay, of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Do note it down that which survey we are talking about, which survey says what, which ministry says what. Everything is important, because in an examination they would specify that what are they asking about, right? So Nilesh, he says, and he then deleted, and then he says C. Okay, so Nilesh says C is the answer. Is there anyone who wants to differ? Okay, so Okay, so nobody is answering. Don't be too late while answering, right? So 14.16 million metric ton. It is the production of fish, total fish production in India. That is according to the Department of Fishery, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. These all reports are very important that you should know if you go for fish production. See, in 2015 this was 10.76 million metric ton. Then it is constantly increasing, and in 2019-20 we have 14.16. Do remember, do you can utilize them in the descriptive portion if talking about development in agriculture sector or question like such. You should keep in mind how to use your information, right? Next is question number 13, which says, as per FIBL and IFOAM yearbook 21, India's rank dash in terms of world most organic producers 2019. Okay, so again you have to look at whatever agriculture where India is related to. You should at least have that information. Akhil was the first one to comment, who says first, and yes, first is the answer, as Akhil came out of everyone in this particular question. Then Supriya also said first, and Nilesh also said first. Okay, and yes, first is the correct answer to this one. So India currently it ranks according to 2019, according to this yearbook, it ranked first in most organic producers. So there is a list that has been given. So India, it had the maximum top 10 in top 10 countries. Okay, so this is that data. Next comes question number 14. According to the fourth handloom census, so one question of handloom census, it has come in phase 1 as well. All right, and so we'll cover 2 to 3 questions from this also, so that if for once it came in phase 2 also, we have a fair idea, right? So according to the fourth handloom census, how many percentage of all weaver household earn less than 5,000 per month? Okay, so whoever weaver they are who are involved in handloom census, you have to tell me the percentage who earn less than 5,000 per month. Okay, so there is a category that earns less than 5 months. Nilesh is the first one to say B, that is 84.6. Akhil says D, and then who came after that? Then comes Jashandeep, he also says D. The correct answer to this is option number 66.3%. See, basically what happened, this is the fourth handloom census. Okay, so if we compare to third handloom census, the estimation was that 99% of the weavers they earn less than 5,000 per month. But now this particular proportion in fourth handloom census, it has come down. Okay, so in third it was 99%, but then in fourth it is 66.3%. so it's a good news as well as a bad news also. Good news is because this percentage, it has a significant reduction. That is very good, because now people, they are earning more than 5,000 per month, which they deserve, because handloom is not a piece of cake, right? But the sad part is still it is still 66.3%, right? So while proportion earning between 5,000 and if we go for the proportion who earn between 5,000 to 10,000, it has gone up to 26.3%, right? See, while preparing for any examination that you're going for, you should have those sentiments attached with you, right? If you're going for NABARD, you should have a sentiment attached to the farmers, attached to the rural development, rural people. That is how you're going to do justice to your job. So if you're preparing for NABARD, do study about rural areas, do study about agriculture, and that is how the sentiments they also develop, right? When you study a lot about something, you have that connection with it. So do go for it if you're going for NABARD. That is only how you'll do justice with your job, right? And that is, maybe that is why this descriptive has also been added, because most people who were not so much in ARD and ESI, they used to clear the examination. That's what the people say in the market, right? So that is why they have made this ARD and ESI merit based, so that people, they do study it, they know what are the causes and what are the reasons, and um you should study. Let's coming to the question. It says across India, that dash lakhs handlooms were reported in the fourth All India Handloom Census. Again, a question from the fourth handloom census that has been released, that it says across India dash lakh handlooms were reported. See, we are not talking about handloom weavers. We are not talking about people here. We are talking about the machine, the handlooms we are talking about. All right. So you have to tell me the correct answer. Supriya is the first one to say B. Then comes Nilesh. He says B, and then Akhil, he says D. The correct answer to this is option number D. That is 28.2. Good, Akhil. Then we have some information regarding this, that across India 28.2 lakh handlooms were reported in fourth according to this particular census. 28.2 lakh handlooms were there, out of which 25.2 lakh were in rural areas, of course, because most of the agriculture or allied activities they are done in rural areas. So this in 28.2 lakh, 25.2 lakh they were in reported areas, and then 2.9 they were located in urban areas. So this 2.9 what? 2.9 lakh. I hope you all understand this, and I need not to clarify it. Then handlooms, they are mostly located in handloom weaver household. Okay, which clearly signify that weaving on handloom is primarily a household. Means what does it mean? Basically they have these machines at home, at household. ठीक है? So I hope this is clear to you all. Next we'll move ahead with question number 16, which says according to the fourth handloom census 2019-20, dash percent of handloom weavers are female. Okay, so you have to tell me the percentage of female of the handloom weavers, means what percentage of the weavers constitute female. And waiting for the answer, comment down it fast. Supriya is the first one to say A. Supriya is presenting the girl power in the comment section to the question that is related to female as well. That is very nice. So Nilesh then said A, and then Akhil also says A. Jashan is confused and asked if is it E. See, the correct answer is 72%. Okay, so if we compare the overall population, or the in percentage wise, if we compare the population of weavers, here specifically we are talking about handloom weavers, all right, we're not talking about anything else. So in that 100% handloom weavers that we have, 72% they are women only, all right. So and the rest they are male. So the correct answer to this is 72%. Okay, so here's all the figure that we are talking about. There are 4 states of India that accounts to 18 lakh of all weaver, okay, that are in this country. And these 4 states that constitute such a large amount, or a large number, that is Assam. Then we have West Bengal, Manipur and Tamil Nadu. Okay, and then if we compare the population who are in rural and urban areas, so 88.7 they are located in rural areas. And I guess this is the question that has been asked in phase 1. You clarify, you comment it down, and you tell me if this was the question. But I think this was the question that has been asked in NABARD Grade A 2021 phase 1, that how much percentage of weavers they are located in rural areas, and the answer is 88.7, while 11.3 they are located in the urban areas. Okay, and in this overall 100%, 72 of the weavers they are female. Next is question number 17, which says according to the fourth handloom census, one more question from that, out of the total weavers who have been enumerated, dash have bank account. Okay, so as we also know that government, it is quite focusing on people to have bank account. Every people of every citizen of country, they should have bank account, especially the people who are related to agriculture sector, so that they can have all the benefits that the government is providing in the form of schemes to them, right? So here this you tell me about this, that what is the percentage. Okay, Nilesh says yes, and that is for, I guess, the question that has been asked in NABARD phase 1. So yes, that was the question. You can understand what kind of questions are asked in examination, even if you're preparing for the further the future NABARD vacancies, right? The correct answer, Nilesh, 17 for Nilesh. For 17, Nilesh says it is C. Then Satakshi says C. Then Nikhil says C. Jashandeep says C. And the correct answer is C. That is 23.3%. Okay. So of all the weavers, 23.3% they have bank account. So it's still a quite less number, but at least we have done a start, right? And then even if we talk about banking penetration is higher among weavers living in urban areas, so we can assume, right, right? Yes, because they live in urban area, they are comparatively more aware about such schemes and privileges, benefits than the rural areas. So in this 23.3%, if you go for the number of viewers, 41.8% they know they live in urban areas, while in rural areas only 20.8% have idea about such thing. Then also this survey data, it indicates what, if we talk about insurance penetration, if we talk about, we have different insurance, like, right, we have life insurance and other health insurance that we usually do. The viewers, they don't have very pretty much knowledge about it or awareness about it. Okay, so if it are only 3.8% viewer household, they have a little bit idea among it, right? Though only 7% of the penetration of insurance among urban weavers is over doubled by that of rural areas. Okay, so on an average that is 3.8. In rural areas, if you look at 3.3%, they have a little bit idea of awareness of this, and 7% in the urban areas. But still, there is one thing, that even if they know about it, those who are aware, only 1 in 3, they have enrolled themselves in the scheme of all the pension insurance or the other insurance, health insurance that the government provide. All right. Next is question number 18, which says, according to 20th livestock census, what is the total livestock population of India? That you have to tell me. Okay, so the graph is here by mistake, right? But now the answer is here, so let's just go with it. Okay, so the answer is C, that is 536.76 million, as you can see over here also. This yellow portion, that is data of 2007, that is for comparison that have been made. Okay, then the next census, which was in 2012, that is represented by color blue, and lastly that is green, that is 2019, that has been made. And if we go for the total livestock population, that is the green section, which is for 2019, it is 536.76. Okay, that is the correct answer to this, I hope. And here, in fact, we have for cattle also, we have buffalo, so you have a fair idea when you go through the PDF, which you can find in a Telegram channel, and the link of it is in the description box. You can get the percentage or the number of the livestock, different livestock or animal husbandry animals, whatever animals are there. So you can find them, and do remember these are in million. Okay, so for cattle it is 193.46, and then for buffaloes we have sheep, we have goats, we have pigs, we have. All right. Next comes question number 19, which says, as per 20th livestock population in urban areas. Initially it was asked about what is the total livestock population in India. Now it talks about what is the total population in urban area of the livestock. Okay, so understand the difference, do understand what the question is asking, and then answer accordingly. So the correct answer to this, comment down fast. Okay, so Nilesh, he is the first one to answer. That is option number A. He says, I'll wait for top 3. One has already been said by Nilesh. Now I'll wait for 2 comments. Comment down fast, very fast. You really have to be fast. How are you going to write all the descriptive and objective with this speed? Then Jashan, he comes. He says A or B. Jashan, just be sure about it, right? You cannot just take 2 questions, 2 options in an answer. Just go with one. It would either be right or wrong, right? And one more, Manish, she comes and says A. So the correct answer to this is what, B, that is 22.65. All right, so here's up overall. See, again, in this particular explanation we are talking about everything. Okay, the livestock population in rural, this talks about urban, right? So in rural areas, itna and percentage share of this, see here rural has been given, that's and urban is also given. Okay, so both have been given. Okay, so in rural it is it constitute the overall of 95.78%, and in urban areas it is 4.22%. Do remember what we are looking at. This is for the percentage basis that we are looking at, and here is the quantity, that is number that has been explained in million, means this is the numbering that has been done, and the percentage is also been mentioned here, so that if question it comes from percentage, you have a fair idea regarding it. All right. And then the total, Siva, this particular session PDF you can get from our Telegram channel, the link of which it is in the description box, so you can easily find. And please do remember, the PDF it would be after a gap of 24 hours. So the PDF of this you can get maximum at the tomorrow 5 p.m. But within it, we try within it, but still there is a gap of 24 hours. But for the rest of the highlights, if you are our course user, you already have those access, and if you're not, you can look at you can Google it, right? You can just look at what survey we are covering and census, and then you can just Google it. Then the total livestock population in urban has increased by 4.56, and the urban area has increase of 11.19 over the previous. So when we compare to the previous census, there is an increment in the population in rural area by 4.56%, and in urban area it increases 11.19%. Okay. Then comes with we come up with question number 20, which says, as per 20th livestock census, the total population of exotic crossbred has increased by dash over the last census. Okay, so exotic breeds are those that have been bought from different from the foreign land, basically foreign breeds of cattle. Okay, and crossbred cattle means, so we have mated two different breeds together to have the best of both the quality of parents, and you have to tell me the correct answer. Nobody is typing down. Why is it so? Comment down fast below. Okay, Satakshi comes up. The first one, she says E, then says Nilesh D, and then Jashan says E. Top three comments. The correct answer is E, Satakshi. Very good. Okay, so 26.9% is the correct answer for this. Now here in this particular slide, you have everything that you need to know about all the bovine population. Okay, so the total bovine population, bovine are known, who are known as bovine, basically cattle, buffalo, mithun, yak, they all come under the section bovine. So the according to 2009 census, it is 302.1979 million, which shows an increase of 1% over the previous. So if we go for total bovine population, it has increased by 1%. If we just go for the number of cattles, okay, cattles means cow, okay, it is 192.49 million in 2019, and the increment is 0.8% when compared to the previous census. Do remember, everything you can utilize very well in your descriptive portion. For if you go for female, the increment has been 18%. That is a very good increment. Then according to it, exotic, if we talk about exotic breeds and indigenous nondescript cattle, it is 51.36 and 142.11. What are indigenous means? Those breeds who exist in India only, who are native to this place. And nondescript, these are basically those cattle population in India of whom there is no proper genetic composition, means these are you can say these have been in India for so many years, and these have been crossbred in natural condition, that we do not have proper section for it. For example, see, when we say gir cattle, or we can say kankares or anything like that, so those have a definite characteristic that are related to it. But for non-discrete, we do not have some different characteristics. These are, you can say, some, and they are not good quality genetic gene wise. Okay, so they are not so much of much utilization to us. And then total population, if we go for the percentage, increased by 26.9% when compared to the previous census. Decline, we have observed a decline of 6% in total indigenous cattle population over the previous census. All right. Right. So here, see, in this one we just have a number that has been given, and if we're talking about non here, do not get confused. That is why I'm saying, when you study PDF, do not get confused. Here, indigenous nondescript female, we are talking about female cattle. But if you go for overall indigenous breeds, then 6% we have observed a 6% decline, and that is why many schemes that are going on, Gokul Mission, if you know about it, Okay, that is also been established, and now Gokul Grams are also being established so that the indigenous breeds and non-discrete breeds uh, they can grow in number and they can flourish. Okay, do keep yourself updated with the current affairs. That would gonna help you in every phase of your examination, step of your examination, be it phase 1, phase 2, and interview as well. However, the pace of decline of indigenous cattle population is much lesser as compared to 2017, which is about 9%. Okay, so the number, because the farmers in India, they are focusing much on the exotic breeds. There's no much focus on the indigenous breeds. There was a decline in the population, but this population, the decline has been reduced by 9% when we compare it to the previous census. I hope this thing it is clear to you all. Next, we come up with question number 21, which says, as per 20th Livestock Census 2019, which of the following is total goat production in the country? Okay, because in phase 1, one of the question it was asked from goat, so I thought to include this to have a better understanding. All right, comment down fast so that I can answer. I don't know if you all are not commenting or I am not able to see. Nilesh is the first one who says B, then comes Manish, he said D, and then Akhil, he comes up and he says D. Top three answers for this particular question, and the correct answer is option number D, that is 148.88 million. So that is the total goat population. Here we can see the population of the various data. Okay, so in this I have incorporated all for goat. It is 148.88 million, and there is an increase of 10.1% over previous census. For total sheep population, which is 74.26 million, it has shown an increase of 14.1 over the previous census. If we go for pig population, it is 9.06 million in the current census that we are following for now, but there is a decline by 12.03% over the previous census. And if we go for camel population, it is 2.5 lakh in 2019, and there is a decrease by 37.1%. Okay, so some sections they are flourishing in livestock census, while others they are showing a decline, that you should know. We come to question number 22, which says in terms of percentage share. So here we are talking about the percentage share. Basically, it's very well, it's a combination of both. Sometimes NABARD they ask about the specific number, while other time they ask about percentage. If I guess for just for 3 digit, till 3 digit only they ask for the, if any data it is still 3 digit, they ask for the date number. Otherwise they go for the percentage. As far as I have observed, I may differ, it may differ. So in terms of percentage share of saving linked SHG, the share of which of the region it is highest. So see, this particular data that I'm asking, it is from the status of microfinance in India. Okay, status of microfinance in India. This particular report, it is released by NABARD. It has been recently released by NABARD. Uh, I guess after phase 1, this particular report was released. So for phase 2, you should keep this in mind. Maybe you must have read other reports, but this maybe you may have not. Nilesh says B, southern region. Jashandeep asks if it is B, southern region. Manish says E. Top three comments. The correct answer to this is southern region. Okay. So, in terms of percentage share of saving linked SHG, do you know what is SHG here? It is self-help groups, right? The share of southern region is highest at 35.3%. However, it is decline when compared to 2019. Okay, so although there have been decline in the share of the saving, but still it is still in the highest, that is 35.3%. Okay, in terms of saving amount, the northern region has the highest growth. Okay, so if we compare the saving number, then it is north region. Okay, so this is a particular report according to that. Next comes question number 23 that says, according to the annual report of NABARD 2021, what is the growth rate of agriculture and allied sector in GVA at constant prices during the financial year 2021? All right. That particular, do not get in confused, that was for economic survey 2020-2021. That was the estimated growth rate. All right. Now according to and that was, I guess, of 2019-20, right? And now it comes with the annual report of NABARD 2020-2021, which has been recently released. And it says that there is a specific percentage of the growth rate of agriculture and all the allied sector that are related to it. And GVA, gross value added, basically whatever goods and services that are there, which helps in the contribution of it, right? So the correct answer to this, it is Nilesh, who says C. And then Manish says C. Waiting for one more comment so that I can answer. Comment down fast. As no one is commenting, I'm just going to answer the correct answer. Jashan says B. Nice comeback, Jashan. And the correct answer is B, that is 3.6%. Okay. So, in fact, the NABARD report, they are quite proud of it. Then even before under this COVID crisis, which came out as a surprise for the whole world, Indian agriculture, it stood out an exception. Only Indian agriculture, it showed a growth of 3.6% during financial year 2021, which was, it is quite close to what the economic survey has estimated, right? While the other sectors contracted. Okay, and NABARD report, it has explained very beautifully how NABARD, it had helped with all the smooth inflow of credit for in agriculture. Okay. Next is question number 14, which is, according to the annual report of NABARD 2020-21, contribution of fishery sector is dash percent of total GVA. Here we are talking about the percentage of fisheries of the total GVA of India. Okay. So here are your 5 options and you have to tell the correct one. Alright, do fast with it. That is the second last question for today. After that, we'll have the last question. So comment it down fast. Akhil says A, then Nilesh says A, and waiting for one more comment before I can answer. Okay, so nobody is typing. Jashan, he says A. So the correct answer is A. Yes, that is 1.2%. Okay, so India, it produced 14.2 million ton of fish in financial year 2020. That's what the report of NABARD says. Okay, and second highest globally. So means our production, it was second highest in the world when it comes to fisheries, with share of 7.6%, and we contributed 7.6% to the world. The center, it contribute 1.2% to total GVA. When we're talking about total GVA, total value to the total value, then it contributed to 1.2%. But when we talk about agricultural GVA, when we're talking about agricultural the portion of fisheries in agriculture GVA, then it is 7.3%, that you should know. Okay, so for the total GVA of the country, it is 1.2, but for the agricultural GVA, it is 7.3. All right. I hope this is clear to you all. Now we'll come to, that is the last question of today. That was just a revision series for you for the different reports. We have a tomorrow I'll come again with ARD current affair. This was made on by focusing on the reports that are in news currently, but tomorrow I'll come with current affairs, so it will include all the MSPs also and other things that are currently in news in agriculture. Do join the session at 5 p.m. and after that we have different session lined up for you till 12th of November for your NABARD phase 2 preparation of grade A 2021. The last question, it says, as per APEDA report, okay, so which of the following was the highly imported agri produced from India for the year 2020-2021? Okay, so APEDA, it is an organization. Okay, so what it does for all the agriculture products as well as agriculture processed food, this particular organization, it is responsible to export it, to make it famous globally, to make it recognized globally. So this is the function of it. So that is where this particular their report, it asks that in the year 2020 2021, which of the following it was highly imported agri produce from India. Okay, from India. So basically, what we have exported, right? So imported from India, but exported. So Nilesh, the first one to say option number B, that is fresh fruits. Then Akhil came up with B, fresh fruit, and Jashan says B, and Manish says B. Okay, and yes, the correct answer to this is option number B, that is fresh fruits only. So okay, so basically, if you go for the report of APEDA for all agriculture produce, so fresh fruits, they stand out. They are in number one. Then comes pulses, and then comes the alcoholic beverages. So this is the category that you can see in the picture also, right? So yes, that is all for today. For the today's session, we have done just a quick revision for NABARD Phase 2. Right, so do remember this particular series that will start at 5 p.m. every day till 12th of November before NABARD Grade B examination, for you to have a quick revision of every section that comes from the current affairs. Even if you're preparing for the vacancies for in future of NABARD Grade A 2021, you should know that these kind of questions are asked in the examination from reports, and you should cover all the reports that are related to agriculture and rural development. If you are a course user, I request you to kindly go through all the reports before going to examination. They are going to ask you random data. You can use them in descriptive writing as well, so do not take it lightly. Reports, they have a major role to play. All the schemes, report, current affairs, that shows you how much aware are you of this particular sector that you want to go to, right? So uh, yeah, okay, so thank you everyone. Yeah, what about notification, Akash, that you are asking? Comment down fast, then I'll end this session. Okay. Notification, if you're asking about notification of the next NABARD, that would be within a gap, right? Because they're still going with this phase of 2021 phase. How can they just release notification of 2022, right? So, okay, so I am logging off. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll meet again tomorrow with ARD current affairs. I'll go for 30 current affairs for tomorrow. We'll do it. We'll have a quick revision, and then that would help you to prepare better, I hope. So all the very best for your examination. All